So I just started college, and because I'm a weirdo, or I'm bored, I'm still not sure which, I did some digging, and I found some numbers that freaking scared me. And it got me wondering, is college really worth the mountains of debt that most people, including myself, take decades to pay off? Well, let's find out. Hello to all, welcome back to yet another video. In case you're wondering, yes, I have been gone for a couple years. I was MIA. Long story short, I went on a religious mission for a couple years. It was super awesome, crazy busy, but overall a great experience. Unfortunately, I wasn't really able to make videos while I was gone, but have no fear, Y-Watch is back in action, ready to take on the most frequently asked questions about education, life, etc. Let's start today off with some numbers that should definitely get your attention. First off, there was a nationwide survey in the United States done by the Wall Street Journal in regards to student loans. They found that after just 4 years in college, a student on average has a collective debt of $43,524. To put that into perspective, a brand new Audi A3 luxury edition car costs about $32,000. You can even get a small house completely paid off with that much money. That is a lot of money, and it only gets worse from there. If you move on to get a master's degree, which is required by more and more careers these days, you are likely going to have to spend just over $120,000 to pay off your student loan debts. Medical school, you'll have over $190,000 on the low end of the spectrum. And heck, it's doubtful you've even really started your career before you graduated. It's no wonder that each year you see more and more high school graduates never going on to receive any higher education. And looking at these numbers, I can't really blame them myself. Well, that's up for debate, and there's a lot of valid points for both sides of this argument. First off, I did everyone's favorite thing, math. Well, I love it, but I know there's plenty of people out there that don't really like math, so I'll leave a link right on the screen right now so that you can just skip over the math if you don't really care how I get to my conclusions. However, I'll just give a quick brief overview as there is a lot to take in. So I began with the numbers I gave at the beginning of this video for debt, as well as the average salaries of each type of college degree. Put them into a function to determine how much money you really have. Granted, this is just an average, but it should give us some idea at the very least. One very obvious benefit of not going to college is that you can start straight away with your career with relatively no debt, which means while those who are in college are collecting hundreds, thousands of dollars of debt, you would be collecting paychecks. For the first 2 years, the non-college graduate has a clear head start because of this, having just over $70,500. But this is when those who only get an associate's degree graduate. Of course, they also have debt about $10,140 on average. Going to year 3, as you can see, the non-college graduate is still well ahead of the game. Same with year 4, although the college graduate is starting to catch up at this point. And with this year, those who graduated with a bachelor's degree enter the field as well. Skipping a few years, nothing really special happens. Besides at year 7, those with a master's degree start graduating as well. And so then we get to 12 years after you could have started college. It's at this point that non-college graduates begin to fall behind a bit. After all this time, they will have made a total of $423,096, which sounds like a lot. But then we take a look at those that graduated with a bachelor's degree. By this point, they've made $429,468, which is well past their non-graduate counterpart, and that does take into account the debt that they have had to pay off. And it only goes downhill from there. At 15 years after the choice to go to college or not is made, those who graduated with an associate's degree pass non-graduates, and by year 18, those who didn't go to college will have fallen behind, pretty darn far behind. By age 60, 40 years after that fateful decision, here are the numbers, and they might surprise you, they definitely shocked me. Despite all the immense debt that college drowns its students in, the people who graduated with an associate's degree will have made a grand total of $1,566,708. Bachelor's degree will have accumulated $2,084,940. And anyone with a master's degree will have earned a total of $2,181,156 in only 33 years of a career. Those who didn't graduate college, they will have made a mere $1,410,320. Oh boy, math is fun, right? Anyways, welcome back to the people that decided to skip the numbers portion of this. You skipped quite a bit, but the numbers speak for themselves. Getting a college degree makes way more money over time, even when taking into consideration all of the debt that they have to pay off. Now at this point, you're probably wondering why there's so much more of this video to go. Well, in true Why Watch fashion, I need to beat this horse dead to find out whether or not college truly is worth it in every single way possible. After all, there are a lot more factors than simply making money, and I want to look into those factors too. We've all heard that old adage, money can't buy happiness, and I've been told that many a times. My response has always been that it's much nicer to cry in a nice luxury car than on a bicycle, but that's besides the point. It is true, however, there are so many people in this world that have tons of money that are so unhappy with their lives, and those who have very little but are happy with what they have. So, turning to another study done in the UK this time, they interviewed hundreds of graduates and non-graduates alike. Part of this interview asked them to rate on a scale of 1 to 10 their happiness and well-being. College graduates ended up averaging right around 7.7 on that scale, while non-graduates averaged 7.4, which really isn't a large difference at all. After that question, the participants asked a rather interesting question. How much stress and anxiety is in each of their lives? Graduates tended to report a high amount of stress and anxiety in their lives. Non-graduates tended towards the lower end of moderate anxiety. Isn't that interesting? From that perspective, college graduates seem to be far more stressed and only a bit happier with their lives. So really, that is a point in favor of not going to college. There was one last factor I took a look into, and that was home life. Were college graduates part of a happier, more stable family or not? This one took me a bit by surprise, to be honest. I thought they'd be pretty even, but there are drastic differences between these two groups. From several studies across the world, the census is the same. College graduates live longer, happier lives. Their divorce rate is at only 22%, which seems high, but those who didn't graduate college have a divorce rate of nearly 60%, almost triple college graduates. College graduates also live longer, about 7 years longer than non-college graduates on average. Overall, there are some points on both sides. Like I said before, I honestly have a split opinion on whether college is worth it or not. Comment below what you think and to add your own points as well. Thanks for watching, y'all. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for some more awesome videos like this one. Comment below also with any questions you have that you want me to do a video on. I try my best to answer every question thrown my way, so have at it. Until next time, I'm Why Watch, and keep on learning.